Hey guys, and welcome to the last match of the group stages. Today's a very important match for both us and KLTK, our opponents of the day. If we win, we have a great chance of winning the group and moving on to the playoffs. But my opponent for the day is actually none other than Leo Borg. Leo really has a huge game. About 3 months ago, he was actually up a set and had break points to go up 5-4 against world number 32, Tommy Paul. And to answer the question on your mind, yes, he is actually related to the great Bjorn Borg. He's actually Bjorn Borg's son. And as much as I can go on and on about the almighty Iceman, Bjorn Borg, man, I'm even wearing his underwear right now. But I do think it might be time to leave room for another Borg. I'd like to say that Leo is actually one of the most exciting upcoming players. He's only 19 years old, and as a junior he was ranked as high as number 12 in the world. And this year he was actually the biggest mover on the whole ATP tour or ATP circuit, where he managed to climb an astonishing 1708 spots on the rankings, and currently sits at number 506 in the world. Fun little side note, we actually played a doubles tournament together in the ATP 250 Stockholm Open. But yeah, we surely got our hands full today, so we might as well just jump straight into it. So like most of the matches, you know, my game plan here is to try to be aggressive, look to come forward and preferably serve well. And yeah, just try to be in a good spot after the first serve where I can try to be aggressive, look to come forward and try to finish off points there. So just overall pretty solid first game. He did 2 errors, I did 2 good points, and yeah, that's pretty much how you want to draw it up every time if you can. When it comes to Leo, he has a really snappy wrist action. Like he's very strong off both wings. You can see there how aggressive he can be on the forehand side, but also on the backhand side. So I mean, my game plan here is, you know, to try to be scrappy, but look to counterpunch as soon as the opportunity presents itself. I know that he's most of the time going to be the aggressor. Obviously, if I'm serving, I have a good opportunity for that, but I just want to stay very solid when he's being aggressive on me. Try to maybe force him or make him think that he needs to maybe do more with the ball than he maybe has to. So I really want to try to stay in and be scrappy, but obviously as soon as he leaves the ball short, I want to be on it so he can't feel calm just putting balls in the court. So yeah, I do a great job here, you know, being aggressive, moving him around, changing up the corner over and over again, and we finally managed to kind of get him to overhit there a little bit, and we get a great start here, breaking straight away. So great 1-2 there by me. Really, obviously making a lot of first serves puts me in a great position to be kind of the aggressor there. But you see there how strong he is with the wrist. He's like, especially out wide, like you really don't think he's going to be able to put the pace on the ball, but he still managed to get his weight behind it, and I do find it really impressive how fast he can actually play, or how strong he actually is in the corners, and how much weight he can kind of generate on the ball. But I feel like I'm doing a pretty good job here in the start, you know, making a lot of first serves and then taking charge, and that kind of makes him maybe overhit a little bit, because I have been very solid so far these couple of games. I haven't done pretty much any unforced errors yet, so that kind of makes him maybe start to overhitting or maybe rushing a little bit to try to force me to start making some errors. But you can just kind of see here, I'm feeling very calm on the court. I feel like I'm kind of comfortable with the pace, even though he's really smacking the ball around, like up in the pace, putting heavy balls. But I feel like I'm just very comfortable right now, you know, switching corners, moving it around, stepping in when I get an opportunity. So I feel like we had a good chance there to maybe do a little more after he didn't put enough on that volley. But we have one more break chance here to go up a double break to start the match. But unfortunately, pull out the first, pretty much unforced it, I would say. Got a little rush there. But luckily, Leo kind of gets rushed back to us and gives us another opportunity to try to go up a double break. So good hitting by me there, putting pressure, taking charge a little bit of the point. Then I kind of trick him forward. And with a good lob there, we managed to go up a double break. I feel like that was a very important game to kind of solidify my control of the first set, because I really felt like, especially after I snapped that forehand, he had a good chance to maybe try to make something happen. Like if he gets the hold there at 3-1, still a lot more tennis to be played in this set, but when I managed to go up the double break there, really puts me in a great position to take charge of the set. So I hit him with the pancake serve there, but as I mentioned, you know, he's so strong out there in the backhand corner, and I kind of knew that pancake serve wasn't going to work well, but I tried to mix it up there against him. But then good point there when we get into the rally. We're both doing a very good job here of kind of counter punching, staying aggressive. Great backhand by him. He's a little unfortunate with that net court. And I kind of messed that backhand up after a very weird and scrappy point with a lot of net courts. But with a good serve, we get back to game points, and with another good serve, we managed to hold it to 5-0 and really feel like we should have this first set in the bag. But you see there how much pace he can really generate with that backhand. But to me, as I kind of mentioned in the other matches, I feel like that's a very good cue for me, that when he starts going for those winners, it's a really hard backhand there. I just kind of feel like I, in a way, have him, you know, because he's trying to go a little bit outside of his comfort zone, maybe trying a little too much with these shots. But obviously he's such a good player, it's not like he's just going to go crazy and smack every ball. So you see there a really solid point by him. And another really good point by him here, where he's just like very steadily moving the ball around, being aggressive with that forehand, but somehow I managed to kind of flick that lob just over his head. And we're in a good spot here to try to put pressure and try to seal the first set right here. Great counter punch by me there, really solid point, and I really like the way I hit that down the line backhand, just putting a lot of pressure on him. And then with a great return as he tries to sneak forward to the net, we managed to seal the first set 0. Hey, if you haven't done so already, please consider subscribing to the channel. And if you're enjoying the video, a thumbs up really goes a long way in supporting me and the channel. Thanks a lot, let's get back to it. But as you guys might know, winning a tennis match is not just one sprint. I would say it's more of like a marathon of multiple sprints. So we still got a long way to go, and obviously as soon as the second set starts, it's almost like a brand new match. So it's very important for us to keep sticking with the game plan, being aggressive, and just kind of like trying to take charge straight away in the second set here. But I do know he's going to come out firing, and we're going to try to do our best here to try to keep him down, if you can say it like that. You know, I felt like he's starting to make a little more first serves, and great point there by him, you know, first serve, getting aggressive straight away. But even though he maybe starts to come up with a lot of like heavier shots, being a little more aggressive, I think it's so important for me to just kind of show that I'm going to be there no matter what, and like in order to get a game against me or something like that right now, he needs to play at this level. Or at least that's what I'm trying to show here, you know, with my presence on the court, you know, just always trying to be there and always trying to put balls back and forcing him to come up with one more of these great shots, great strikes. It's a good point by me there. Obviously we get a little lucky with that net court to kind of give us the opportunity to come forward, but either way it's so important for us to always kind of be aggressive there. So you see here missing this backhand. I really think missing that backhand is a result from all the hard work that we put in so far in this match, you know, always putting balls back, and it kind of forces him to maybe try to do a little too much with the ball sometimes. But great job there on his game point, you know, always being scrappy, forcing him to play one more point, and really showing that if he wants to get back into this match, he's really going to have to earn it. I'm not going to give him anything. Like, I'm always going to be focused, always going to be there and put pressure, and yeah, we had a break point there, but great serve by him to save that. And I really feel like the level is kind of picking up a little bit by him, you know, making a lot more first serves. And but as I'm saying, you know, I'm really going to try to force him to work for this game, or work to get back in the match. As you see here with the game point, you know, there's always trying to be there, but really great serve again, and he's really pushing back now. Yeah, so really great point by him there, you know, getting a point on the board, getting a little pumped up. So obviously we know how big of a game, or how important this game is, to try to keep the momentum on our side. He's really trying to push back, and is for sure starting to gain a little bit of momentum, really bit of confidence. And with that, you know, maybe I'm the opposite way, you know, messing up that forehand. But great play by me there, serve and volley, just to kind of change things up. And yeah, speaking of changing things up, I don't really know what happened here. It was just a quick reaction. I just kind of saw him standing a little further back than he did before, and yeah, I took the opportunity and went with underhand serve, and it worked out well. And yeah, he was complaining a little bit that he wasn't ready, but to me, you can kind of see in the video that he's ready, and you just kind of got caught off guard. And obviously, like with underhand serve, it's maybe a little bit controversial, but for me, it's like, it's just a play, and I'm not trying to do anything to like disrespect him or anything like that. For me, it just felt like a good play there to hit a shorter serve as he was standing far back, and obviously wanted to break the rhythm a little bit and break the momentum that he was starting to gain. So yeah, it was more of a tactical decision there in the spur of the moment, and yeah, I just kind of went with it. Yeah, you see him here just getting pumped up, and we can both really feel that the match is kind of up in the air right now. You know, like he's starting to up his level. I'm maybe going down. I don't know if I'm going down, but it's more just him like getting competitive, like just never backing down from the fight. Like he's gonna be there and really challenge me to, like, if I'm gonna beat him, I'm gonna have to beat him all the way. And I really feel like that's a big difference between different levels of tennis, that like guys, even though you're down or whatever, like you're always going to compete and stay in it, whereas a lot of other like maybe lower level players sometimes kind of throw in the towel when you feel like your opponent is playing too well, or you're not playing good enough according to you that day. Yeah, two really close calls here kind of give me that opportunity to go up a break again here. And with a kind of unfortunate double fault there, we do manage to get the break up 3-1. And as I've said so many times, you know, it's not a break unless you hold. And we're trying to solidify our lead here and really try to take charge of this match. But as I mentioned, he's not going to go down without a fight. But I feel like he's just getting a little more intense with his feet and everything, and just stepping into the ball a little more aggressively, a little more confident, and I feel like he's just upped his level a little bit, to say the least. And obviously getting pumped up, and he's really feeling how important this is to stay in the match and keep the momentum going, or keep in it. Hey, sorry to stop you, but I'm excited to announce that I can now offer online video coaching. The way it works is very simple. You just film yourself when you're playing, you'll send it to me, and I'll make sure to watch it over and kind of do a little voiceover and video review. And I'll get back to you with a lot of tips that I really believe can take your tennis to the next level. Right now, you need to upload your video through a link. The easiest way to do that would be through like WeTransfer. Because of this, I'm having a little discounted price on it, but within a week or so, you should be able to attach your video straight to Pillar. If you're interested in this, I'll leave a link to that in the description, and if you do decide to do that, it really is a win-win. I'll do my best to share my knowledge and experience with you guys, and in return, purchasing that will really help support me and this channel going forward. Thanks, and let's get back to it. And through some really solid tennis by him, like really solid hitting and everything, and he does a great job there of breaking right back. I don't know if it's me getting a little passive, but either way, I feel like he did a great job there of, you know, making deep and heavy returns, and then as he got back to neutral, he just stayed very aggressive on me and got the break back. So as I said before, you know, like the match is still very much up in the air here. It's like the momentum is really in the middle, if you can say that. We're both just clawing away, and yeah, it was a massive forehand. Like, he really has a lot of firepower, and as he's stepping up the level, I'm starting to maybe get a little more stressed myself, going for a little too much there with the forehand. Trying my best here, you know, to try to stay in it. But with another massive forehand, he managed to hold there to 3-all, and the pressure is right back at us. But I really like the way I played that first one. You know, after him leaving the return a little short, I just stepped right into it, no hesitation, and put away that volley great. And then followed it up with a great serve. But he comes right back at us with a massive return. But then we managed to mix it up with a little serve and volley again. As he's standing a little further back, I feel like we do a good job there of kind of mixing it up. There again, putting pressure with the serve and volley, but great return. But we put it back in play and kind of put pressure on him to try to come up with something. He kind of overhits it a little bit, and we managed to get the very important hold there to 4-3. So there, obviously, it's a great cue for me there when he maybe goes for a little wrong shot selection there. It's a great opportunity to us here to try and pounce. Like maybe we get the momentum a little back with a very solid hold, and with 2 unforced there, I would say we have a great opportunity to try to do something here. So really good rally by me there. I really felt like I found the rhythm again there, moving him around from corner to corner, just putting a lot of pressure. And with our little textbook shank back in cross-court return, we managed to get a little lucky there and get the break to 5-3. And we'll see what we can do here to try to serve out the match. Unfortunately, we mess up the first point there. It's a huge opportunity to get ahead there. 15 love 15. It's a huge difference, obviously, at this stage of the match. Really had that one, I felt like, so I was kind of disappointed with missing that one, but just got to get back to it. And with a couple of our textbook shank backhands, shank forehands, as a little scrappy point here. Comes up with another huge forehand there. Really good job by him, and we're down to love 30. But with 2 very important serves, they will manage to get it back to 30 all quickly. And I really like the way I hit that first ball, coming forward, putting pressure at the net again, and we get a match point. Some really big ball fashion there, you know, perfect deep return, and then just really stepping up to that forehand, no hesitation. And yeah, all of a sudden we pretty much hit our most tightest backhand of the match, and all of a sudden we got a break point against us. Yeah, fortunately for us, he gets a little stressed out there and kind of overhits that forehand. And then quickly we find ourselves having a match point number 2. But yeah, we just missed that forehand. I feel like it could have been the right play, but we kind of just over pushed a little bit with the body. But good serve and volley attempt there, and we got another match point, which we finally managed to seal with a really good serve and volley play there. I feel like I did a very good job, especially with the serve and volleys, to kind of mix up, I don't know, just putting a lot more pressure on him by mixing up the game there. And yeah, really solid match overall, getting the win 6-0, 6-3. Thanks a lot for watching the whole way through the video. I really appreciate it and hope you guys enjoyed it. Obviously, I'm very happy with my gameplay today. I feel like I kept a very steady and high level throughout the whole match. I'm very happy with my focus, just kind of staying there, sticking to the game plan no matter what. And yeah, just worked out great and really happy with the win there. So with my win, we actually managed to beat KLTK 3-1, and with that, we're through to the playoffs. In the playoffs, we have a very tough match where we take on Salk, and my opponent for that match is actually an ATP winner. His name is Mirza Basic. He's beaten the likes of Grigor Dimitrov, Wawrinka, and among others, so really stepping up the level of opponents here. Yeah, sure, there's going to be a tough task, and I'm looking forward to showing you guys that match. But yeah, once again, thanks a lot for watching this far. You know, remember to subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed it, or if you're enjoying the channel. And remember what I mentioned before, if you want to check out the video review thing, it really helps out a lot for me, and it will help out a lot for you guys too. So thanks a lot for watching. 3rd time. See you guys in the next one.